AskReddit by Lord Freezer 8789. Redditors who have actually won a lifetime supply of something. What was the supply you won and how long did it actually last? Won a lifetime supply of mini chocolate milk cartons during a milk day at school lol. If you opened a carton of milk and it mooed at you, you had to call the number on it and report that you have mooing milk. That was in 2007. I'm still getting milk shipped to me lol, my fiancé drinks it because I've grown to hate milk. Second person in this thread to get something from that company. That's pretty neat. When a new tropical smoothie cafe location opened in our neighborhood, they ran a promotion for free smoothies for a year for the first 50 people in line on opening day. My husband made me stand in line for 3 hours before they opened. We were 24th and 25th in line. The free smoothies for a year was limited to one smoothie per week. Still, we each had 52 free smoothies. Not a bad deal. I did this with a couple friends too, but I only ended up using like maybe 25 of the free smoothies, haha. Late to the party here, but when I was a little kid, my family and I happened to move to a new city, and the first or second night there we decided to try a new Chinese restaurant nearby. We didn't realize it was the inaugural evening, but there weren't very many costumers. Yet the owner of the table waited on us himself and he was very sweet and friendly. Had just immigrated from China recently. He gave my family a free voucher to eat there for free for life since we were one of the few people actually to show up at all that night. I remember it was a big golden ticket like Willy Wonka. Sadly, the restaurant closed within a year. I always wonder how he's doing. My family was very poor back then and we would go there every month, which felt special. I'm sure it wasn't the greatest Chinese food in the world, but I still remember how the orange chicken tasted. To be fair, giving out free food for life to the only people that turned up was a terrible idea. His only customers most likely repeat customers and he's just made their meals free. Not me, but a couple years ago my friend won Cedar Point's amusement park Halloween costume contest and received a lifelong annual pass. It's a special gold colored pass and comes with a bunch of other perks. I am very jealous. That's a very expensive prize. Cedar Point has grown hideously expensive in the last couple of decades. 18 years ago we won a lifetime of vet visits for my cat. They expected to give it to someone with an old pet, not a new kitten. The cat's still alive. The vet clinic has moved and rebranded 4 or 5 times, but they are still honoring the award. Edit, lifetime of routine checkups. Treatments and operations still had to be covered by us. Good on them. May your cat live long and prosper. I won 2 tickets to every event at a theater near me for a whole year. I probably saw 15 concerts and 20 comedy shows that year. I was offering tickets to my friends all the time. I use them to impress my now girlfriend by taking her out all the time. Lol. That was a fun year. My dad won a lifetime supply of cat food, but they delivered it all at once, and our cats didn't like that flavor, of course. We donated it all to local animal shelter who were super pleased. I bet it was the cat's favorite flavor as soon as you got home from donating the food. I didn't really win it and it was only a year's supply. But I got a year's supply of Hot Pockets when I was 17 because I bit into a Hot Pocket that had no filling and I sent them an email pretending to be my mom complaining about it. To my surprise they actually replied and sent me a golden coupon that was good for a year. I ate so many Hot Pockets that I hate them now and haven't had one since. Man, I ordered a bag of goldfish online, and when it arrived, it was empty. I reported it to Pepperidge Farm, and they gave me a coupon for 1 bag of goldfish lol. Deleted. This is really precious honestly. I once waited out a McDonald's for the grand opening. The first 100 people got free fries for the year. I was number 3. It consisted of a box of 365 coupons for free medium fry. I think we gave away maybe 200 plus of them. It was maybe 13-14 years ago now. Not a lifetime supply, but I won a year's supply of Chipotle entrees once. Came as a stack of 52 free burrito cards with a gilded farmer embossed on one side and a unique code on the other. At the time, they didn't limit what I put on these freebies or when I use them, so I gave away a lot to friends, family, and the occasional homeless guy and told everyone to add guac and double meat and make the most of it. I did keep one as a memento, which I still think I should frame. My wife won a free year of Chipotle in 22. They sent her 52 free burrito credits in the app. You could only use one at a time, had to order with the app and they expired at the end of the year. We had 20 something remaining when we ran out of calendar. My mother bought a Toyota Yaris years ago and the dealership was running a Tires for Life promotion. She gets free tires whenever she needs them, but she has to do all of her maintenance work at the dealership, and the deal won't transfer if she sells the title. The dealership didn't run the promo for long, and she was told recently she's the only participant left from the promotion. Double prize because the Toyota Yaris is a very good car. We won a lifetime supply of hate. My wife won $10,000 on Roll Up the Rim with Tim Hortons. She was super excited. She spoke on the phone with Tim Hortons. They said everything sounds good. Congrats, you will get an email confirmation soon. Instead we got an email saying they had a technical issue and wouldn't be honoring her win. Needless to say we have a lifetime supply of hate for them now. I know someone who won a free Gas for Life contest many years ago. They get a $100 gift card every month. 2 tanks of gas a month? Lucky bastard. I won a lifetime supply of printer paper from a Canadian retailer based on an internet contest with the purchase of a Konica Minolta. I won, and I realized quickly that I don't need that much paper. They were sending me 2 reams a month. I moved, and never updated my shipping address, so someone out there is getting free paper. I had a friend in college who won a lifetime supply of Gillette razors. They just sent him a crate of Mach 3 razors and refill cartridges and that was that. It was just a one-time shipment, but it would be hard to get through that many razors in one lifetime. I won free full body massages for life, which basically just translates to 2 massages a week. It was really good. I got addicted. I knew everyone who worked there and I got to experiment with all of them to see which were the best. Ended up fluctuating between 3 different staff towards the end. They would even train new staff on me for free because I spent so much time over there. Those training massages never cost me anything either or counted towards my 2 free massage a week limit. When the place closed down I realized just how expensive massages were. I haven't had one in ages and I miss it so bad. Free lifetime full body massages is definitely an underrated win. 1 free movie rental from Blockbuster every week. And well, yeah, no. There is still 1 Blockbuster left in Bend, Oregon. Not a lifetime supply, but my aunt won a 60-second haul at our local grocery store. Grab as much as you can in 60 seconds and it's yours. There's obviously rules and limitations. No meat, dairy, fresh goods. This woman took her arm and literally swiped out their entire aisle of coffee. She had a plan going in there, I guess was coffee, dog food, paper towels and TP. Which honestly, that's a good plan with the limits they had. Nobody in my family had to buy coffee for at least a year. We all survive off coffee in my family. The way I would demolish the spice aisle. I won the Cash for Life $1,000 a week lottery about 10 years ago. Every year I send them proof I'm still alive, and they send me a check for $52,000 in the mail. I always wondered how this prize would pay out. This is not the way I expected. My parents won a lifetime supply of toiletries, soap, toilet tissue, and some other stuff. Once per quarter, you mail in the coupon and they send you another quarter's worth of stuff. It's all institutional grade. Like what you'd expect prisoners to use. Lol, I'm just imagining that your parents just use the bad quality toilet paper but are like, honey, we have company coming. Remember to leave out the good toilet paper like it's fine china. I won a year's worth of tombstone pizza from a Coca-Cola bottle cap thing as a kid. They sent 52 coupons to use at the grocery store for a free pizza. I won a lifetime supply of Oreos. It was actually just one pallet full of Oreos. Probably would last a normal person their whole life. It was like 1,000 pounds of Oreos. I gave away so many Oreos. Having a party? I'll bring a bunch of Oreos. Break room needs snacks? Oreos. I ended up donating like 400 pounds of Oreos to a shelter, just to get them out of my garage. Just for kicks I called to inquire if lifetime meant my lifetime, and that I had finished off the pallet. They said the pallet would last a reasonable person their whole life. So, that was a bummer. But I think that's typically how those things work. Edit. To those saying to sue for more, the full pallet taking up garage space was more of a burden than the benefit of always having Oreos. I don't need it again. Deleted. My uncle gets free Ben and Jerry's for life. He's been friends with the actual Ben and Jerry since before they opened the first shop. He has a card that says free ice cream for life and he can get pints or cones at any scoop shop, at least locally. He also gets stacks of free pint coupons that he can use at grocery stores and gas stations. When Unilever bought them out they tried to buy back all the free ice cream for life cards. I guess it was a fairly generous offer because my uncle is one of only a few that chose to keep the card. Ben & Jerry's also originally used to make sure their CEO didn't earn more than 5 times the salary of the lowest paid worker. This was so that if the CEO got a pay rise, everyone would get one. Unilever scrapped that policy immediately when they took over Ben & Jerry's. This happened in the late 90s. A local bar in a wet t-shirt contest where the girl who won would win a lifetime of free bar drinks at the bar. They also had cash prizes for second and third place. I don't remember how much, but it was a lot at the time. The result was a packed bar, tons of girls entered, and tons of guys spent money. My friend's girlfriend at the time, now his wife, won first place. She was stoked. He was excited. Within a couple of weeks, the building was condemned and torn down. Turns out the owners of the bar knew that the building was going to be condemned and just wanted to have one last party. This could be an episode of It's Always Sunny. I won a year's worth of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. They gave me a coupon book with 4 coupons per month for 12 months. Imagine thinking that the average coffee drinker consumes coffee 4 times a month. Dunkin's being cheap here. Didn't win a lifetime's worth, but won a year's worth of non-perishable food. Every month we'd get 2 or 3 massive boxes filled with all sorts of non-perishable food. It lasted for about 9 months before something changed behind the scenes with the company. They got back in touch with us a few months after the year was up and told us we still had 3 months credit, so we told them to surprise us. This all happened years ago and we've still got some of it left. Deleted. When I was a kid 30 years ago, my dad said he'd won free pizza coupons. I think it was Domino's, and he had a massive stack of these little business cards, each for a free large pizza. My dad said we had to be careful using them, though, so we would only use them occasionally, and I remember my dad sometimes making me order the pizza and answer the door to get the free pizza, even though I was only like 9. Looking back, my dad worked for a commercial printing company and was not exactly an upstanding citizen. I'm pretty sure he didn't win those cards. What an M. Night Shyamalan level twist ending. I won a lifetime supply of AA and AAA batteries from a major Canadian tech retailer about 20 years ago. Thing is, batteries last a long time and there really isn't that much that I use batteries for. Hypothetically, I could start a black market battery business by just getting my free batteries and selling them to people in need, but it's just not worth the time. Even getting the batteries isn't worth the time. I have to get them to type in my name in their system, and there's a note by my name indicated that I get free batteries because I won a contest 20 years ago. And then they run and get their manager to look at it, because that looks suspicious. And then the manager looks at it and then asks me questions, and then they finally relent and give me my free batteries. I'm just gonna say, I'd be pretty stoked if one of my friends gave me a package of batteries every time I saw them. I won a year's supply of Pepperidge Farm Milanos when I was in college. My BF and I ate them all in like 3 months, 3 glorious months. Pepperidge Farm remembers those months. I once won a year's supply of Pepsi from a local radio station. The contest was finding specific serial numbers on a dollar bill and being the first to call into the station. The year's supply was a case. My grandpa won a year's worth of tacos from Taco Bell, which they assumed would be 1 taco a day. He would pick up 7 tacos every Sunday to feed his family as 5. For 1 meal a week. My mum won a lifetime supply of Surf, the washing powder. Basically we got 72 8kg boxes all at once on a pallet from some kind of raffle competition. Ended up selling 60 boxes for about £10 each to corner shops and splitting the rest with some family. She didn't have enough room and didn't even remember entering the competition itself. There was also a bunch of washing liquids and shit from the rest of their range, one of each type too. I won a lifetime of free oil changes for my car. It was during a sale the dealership was having where you had to take a photo with your pet and the person who most resembled their pet won. I don't know if I should feel happy or concerned about that one. What they did fail to mention is that it was lifetime oil changes for the vehicle I had and I couldn't transfer it to anyone else. So when my dad took over my car loan they dropped that little tidbit of info on us. Only really lasted me for about 2 oil changes. I have a similar promo, free annual detail for my truck, but won't transfer if I give it to my wife. My parents did twice in a relatively short period of time. The first was at fair when I was in high school. They advertised it as a lifetime supply of ice cream sandwiches. They ended up giving us 100 boxes all at once. Right there on a warm July day. My mom was only able to collect at the end of the day, so there wasn't even that many people to hand them out to. We got home and had about 60 left after giving away as much as possible and throwing out what didn't fit in our freezer. I played lots of sports, so I ate a lot, and my parents just said I could eat as much as I wanted anytime I wanted. I went through 60 boxes in couple months. That was a good time, but not so good for my weight. The second was when they bought an expensive microwave about a year later and won a 5-year supply of microwave popcorn. Basically the same thing happened. We got huge box with like 200 packages and I was told to eat as much as I wanted. After living in a house that smelled like popcorn for a few weeks, my parents just threw the rest in the garbage. Deleted. Won a year's worth of movies from 7-Eleven when they did a MCDS Monopoly style contest back in the early 2010s. They sent me $1,300 in gift cards for Cineplex, when movies were $13 for a ticket. So a couple could go once a week. With points cards and club memberships I milked those gift cards for 3 years. To be fair though, there aren't 50 movies a year I want to see in a theater. I won a year of free pizza. It was 12 pizzas, 1 per month. I definitely still was thankful for it because it was a blessing whenever we were having money problems. I won free Arby's for a year. They sent me $420 in gift cards. Deleted. Lifetime supply of M&M candies. They sent 52 bags all at once. Given the US life expectancy of about 80 years, and the median age of 39 years old, it seems M&M assumes the average person will eat 5 bags of M&Ms every 4 years for the rest of the 41 years they have left to live. When I was a kid I won a contest online which included a lifetime supply of Hubba Bubba bubble tape. I don't remember the exact amount. but I think it was about a dozen boxes of gum. They also sent me a small boombox and hockey jersey with a Huber Bubba logo on it. I got sick of it pretty quickly and it had a shelf life. A friend and I wound up using it all for a school project where we had to make a model of a town from the book The Outsiders. We made the entire model out of gum and it was disgusting. Our jaws got sore from chewing all the gum, so we wound up dipping it in water instead. Our teacher docked us points for creativity 20 years later, and I'm still pretty mad about that. Wow, I was not expecting this to get so many responses. I should clarify that we lost points because it wasn't creative enough. Reading these responses really validates my anger, lol. Stay golden everyone. You lost points for creativity? Absurd. I took my kids to a pizza buffet place when they received a free kids meal coupon for good grades. The cashier mistakenly charged us for the meals. When the manager came out to correct the transaction, I said he could just return the coupon and not worry about it. He gave us an entire stack, about 50, of unused coupons that were attached together like a checkbook. We got free kids meals until they obviously reached the age limit. Sometimes, being nice is its own reward. Other times, it has other rewards, too. Not necessarily one, but I bought a lifetime membership at one of my favorite nightclubs concert venues early in the pandemic. They released a limited amount as a COVID fundraiser and they went fast and will likely never do something like it again, so it feels a bit like I won. Came with free entry plus 1 code check and 2 drink tickets at every event at the venue, even sold out ones, for life. A couple years out, I've gotten more value than the cost. I'm still on the list for every event, and most of the staff there know me, partly cause I'm there a lot and also cause I tip well on those drink tickets. I'll often just drop by for random events artists I'd never heard of or dip in for a half hour at a sold out event with a $50 plus door cover just to say hello to some friends. I imagine someday the venue will close up shop and my lifetime membership will close with it. Nice prize. How much did it cost you when you bought it? I won a year of free chula. It's a fast casual Indian restaurant. They give a year of free food, via a coupon book with 52 cards for free meals, to the first 100 customers at any location. I saw that the line was short on the way to work and called everyone in the office to get in line. We had all our business meetings at Chula for a year, with the company paying for meals when people ran out of coupons, didn't have them, or we hired anyone new. The food was perfect because if you ate vegan, paleo, gluten-free, or any combination, there was something on the menu you could eat. We still use them for company catering because everyone likes the options. You found somewhere that works and the company gets business. Sounds like a win-win. My stepdad won a lifetime supply of WD-40 in the 1990s. They sent him 4 16-ounce cans. He died in 2019. My mom still has 2 cans. This just made me realize I don't think I'd ever use a full can of WD-40. My partner won a year's worth of Vans shoes. They sent him 4x 99% off vouchers. At least that way you could choose the color and fit you want. I'm guessing that last percent would have covered the tax for new shoes. Are pretty cool. I would have those for years. I won free groceries for life at my local grocery store in a raffle. They give me a digital $100 gift card once a month, which is wonderful. However, it doesn't even cover a week of groceries. It will end when the total given has reached $10,000. I've got about $4,000 left. Talk about diminishing returns in the current economy. As a consolation prize for losing on a TV game show, I was given a popcorn popper, a little girl's bicycle, and a lifetime supply of Dinty Moore beef stew. I gave the popcorn popper as a Christmas present and sold the bicycle. When the beef stew arrived, it was one case of 12 cans. After trying the first can, I realized that the other 11 would indeed last me a lifetime. I love me some Dinty Moore stew, but with the sodium content. They probably figured if you eat that case in a week, that will be your lifetime. Ryanair, a European budget airline, awarded its millionth passenger free flights for life. After 9 years, they reneged on the deal, so she took them to court. The judge awarded her €60,000 to buy her own flights. Her legal costs were more than 3 times that, but Ryanair had to pay those as well. Given the relatively low cost of Ryanair flights, €60,000 probably buys her at least 6 flights a year for the next 50 years. Getting an airline to give you money for flights, only to spend that money on a different airline, would be the biggest middle finger. I won a lifetime supply of Cherween, local cherry soda, from a kids TV channel when I was 11. They brought 2 pallets of soda and unloaded it in my parents' garage, and we still had some in the garage when we were moving out. I won a lifetime supply of donuts, up to a dozen per day, at a local bakery, and it lasted 2 years until the original owner died and his arsehole son took over the business. So it was still a lifetime supply, just not yours. I had a roommate who won a lifetime supply of Taco Bell. He had this card that got $10 a day every day. Back then, $10 in Taco Bell went a long way, and he was a starving student, so he ate at Taco Bell every day for years. He knew every single thing on the menu. He also was happy to loan it out to people. It was actually a really good deal. I also got a coupon for $5 large pizza from Papa John's when I moved into the dorms. Every week, I would order, give a good tip, and not give them the coupon. Win-win. I loved that stuff. I still have a thing for cheap Papa John's pizza. But all good things end. I let my stupid ass little brother visit one time and he gave the coupon to the driver. And that's how I became an only child.